shocked and saddened.
It's not human.
Rebecca Markison and her husband, Adam, saw the investigation unfold.
It's all about 7 cars total of CSI and cops.
The Markisons live across the street from the U-Haul storage facility where a disturbing discovery was made.
It's a tragedy that this has occurred. We're cooperating with law enforcement 100%.
According to the Reno Police Department, the body of a 5-year-old girl was found inside of the storage unit Wednesday morning. The girl's father, Tyler Anderson, and his wife, Avriana, have been charged with child neglect.
God have mercy on your souls.
Police say the girl died at the couple's Reno apartment sometime in the past 2 weeks. They say the couple then rented a car to move the girl's body to the Sacramento storage unit.
Sorry, it's just very disturbing.
It's a troubling and emotional situation for Markison, who says she lost 2 children due to complications during pregnancy.
There's millions of people that would have loved that little girl.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Sacramento, California by way of Reno. We have 2 parents, 2 sorry ass parents, and you know I'm about to go in on this video because what they did to this little girl, this 5-year-old girl, who was very sickly by the way, but the girl died. And instead of them taking the girl to the hospital before she became ill and died, they decided, out of all things to do, was to hold this child captive in this house, and then when she died, place the child inside of a storage unit and let her body decompose, and it's just sat there until neighbors started noticing a foul smell and alerted the authorities. Because one thing about it, if you ever smell a dead body, which I have, you will never forget that smell. It's just like you ever been walking down the road and you smelled a dead dog or a dead skunk. It's like 100 times magnified that. I don't know what it is, but it's a unique smell. You can't pass it. You feel me? I don't care if it's the body is 100 feet away. You still gonna smell something. But I'm gonna read a snippet from this story and I'm gonna give my opinion. Surely as we go. Father, stepmom, charged with murder after his daughter's decomposing body was found in a storage unit. A Sacramento, California father and stepmother are facing murder charges for the life of an innocent 5-year-old girl. According to the Reno Gazette-Journal, Tyler Anderson, 25 years old, sound like old sorry-ass pappy, and Avriana Anderson, sound like another sorry-ass stepmom, were arrested after the child's decomposing body, was found inside a storage unit. It has been reported that a joint investigation conducted by law enforcement agencies in Sacramento, California and Reno, Nevada led to the couple's arrest. Investigators have been working diligently to piece together the child's murder, and court documents have detailed a number of disturbing details about the horrific torture the poor child reportedly suffered. Now, what kind of parent in their right mind would torture their own children? This is why I hate topics like this so much, because it's like the people who really want children and would love these children and would take care of these children, they cannot have kids. But the people who don't give a damn about them kids and live off the state welfare, whatever the hell else, they have 10, 12, 13 kids, yes. And I'm sorry if that offends somebody, because that offend you. You must be on the latter end of that sentence I just made, because it troubles me when you have people who go to the doctor, who go get fertility pills, shots, all kinds of antibiotics, exercise, a different diet, trying to eat right, trying to have a child, and people just lay down and blow on them and they pregnant. I mean, that's very sad. But look what happened when you get these children, when these children come from these no-fit parents, these ain't shit parents. According to KOLO TV, investigators suggest the little girl, now identified as Cali May, lived like a human pet inside the home. After searching the house, investigators found a backpack with the child's clothing inside of it with a hat that read Cali. A crate was also found inside the home, and a tray of old food was sitting next to it. However, there was no sign of an actual pet inside the home. Basically had this child living like a damn animal. You feel me? Neighbors also revealed they only seen the 2 out of 3 children, the 2 young boys, on a regular basis. The child's body also indicated that she'd been malnourished. During an interview with police, Avriana confirmed the child was not hers, but she did notice the child's declining health and noticeable weight loss. And stepmom, Miss Avriana, why did you not notify the proper authorities? Why did you not alert somebody? You feel me? But so you just as much as part of this mess as this guy that you was laying down having sex with, screwing with. Yes, you are. Because that's just like me. If I go to a woman's house and she's sitting up here beating kids and starving these kids or doing whatever to these kids, I'm just as much as guilty as she is because I'm an accessory. When you see stuff like that, you're supposed to say something. And all this time about snitching and shit, there ain't no such thing as snitching when it involves children. You feel me? So you can get that out your mind. And if you think like that, shame on you. I feel sorry for you. Anyway, now, where was I at? But despite the child's obvious suffering, she never opted to seek medical help for her. Her reason for letting the child suffer, apparently she believed it wasn't her responsibility to care for the child because she was her husband's biological child. She also insisted Tyler was the one who made decisions regarding Cali. And when you look at this dude, he does not look right in the head. But as a woman, as a young lady, Miss Ariana, did it not touch your motherly instincts that this child need to be nurtured, that this child need to be cared for, that this child need to get the hell up out this house? I'm sure you thought about that. You and this guy was all part of this together. True enough, it's his child. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Because I guarantee you wouldn't have had your ass up in there being starved and somebody ain't treating you right and probably beating you at the same time. Would you would have put up with that? So I'm sure you would have wanted somebody to speak out on your behalf. But when it involves a child that is not yours, you don't give a damn. However, things took a deadly turn on May the 4th when the child became unresponsive. Ariana claims she attempted to revive the child for 3 hours, giving her cardiopulmonary resuscitation and putting her in cold water, but to no avail. Once again, she failed to seek medical attention for the child. Why did you not call somebody as soon as the child became unresponsive? Why did you not jump in that old beat up ass car or truck and drive to the nearest clinic or the hospital? If you couldn't make it to the hospital, go to a clinic. As long as there's doctors around, physicians, nurse. Why sit up there for 3 hours with an unresponsive child? You just as much at fault as the dad. Now, when they failed to revive her, they forced her little body into a duffel bag. On May the 15th, the child's body was found inside the storage unit. Needless to say, investigators aren't letting her off the hook regardless of who she claims was responsible. Now they are both facing charges for the child's death, and they should. And those investigators need to nail their damn ass to the wall. You feel me? Just like that. Sound like Samuel L. Jackson right then. Filings obtained from Reno Justice Court indicate the Andersons did individually or in joint participation willfully cause a child of the age 5 years old to suffer unjustifiable pain or mental suffering as a result of neglect, or to be placed in a situation where the child may have suffered pain or mental suffering as a result of neglect, and that substantial bodily or mental harm occurred as a proximate cause of said neglect, and that Tyler Anderson caused the said child to live in conditions that were unsafe, dirty, and unkempt, that Tyler Anderson caused the said child to become malnourished and sick without seeking medical care. Where was this child granddaddy at? Where was the child grandmother at? Where was the child aunties at and brothers at? Somebody had to know something other than stupid ass Tyler and Miss Ariana with her dumb ass. You feel me? Done got herself caught up in a whole murder case and stuff, trying to be with this guy, and you knowing damn well this baby over here suffering. I can't be with nobody like that. If you don't care about your child, don't say shit to me. I'm serious. A lot of you all laughing, but I'm dead serious, because if you treat your own child like that, as sure as shit stinking, it do. And if it don't, you need to go get yourself checked. But as sure as shit stink, if you treat your child like that, one day you would treat me like that. One day I'm gonna be old, because if you plan to live, you're gonna get old. You're going to treat me like that. You might kill me. You might neglect me. You might do all that to me, because if you do it to something to come out of you, or from you, you'll do it to anybody. Now, the filing went on to incriminate Ariana Anderson since the child was inside the home with them both. She too is being held accountable for the child's death in the deplorable living conditions of the home. The filing continued accused Ariana of causing the said child to live in conditions that were unsafe, dirty, and unkempt, that Ariana Anderson caused the said child to become malnourished and sick without seeking medical care. Each individual's conduct leading to the substantial bodily harm in or mental harm of the child. And when they break it down, boy, they break it down. You feel me? You're gonna be up in court like this. This ain't no petty shit right here. You feel me? This ain't nothing where they gonna say just one thing. Oh, you got a theft, or you got driving without a license, shit like that. No. When you get these kind of charges, boy, they gonna stick. Boy, they gonna stick like flies on shit. Anyway, both Tyler and Ariana, Anderson are facing murder charges in connection with the death of his daughter Cali. The couple is being held without bond as the investigation continues. And when they hold your ass without bond like that, especially on a murder charge, oh, they got you nailed to the wall. We ain't finna let you go nowhere, because 9 times out of 10 your ass gonna flow. You gonna go to Mexico. You gonna go to Tijuana. You gonna go some damn way else. You might be in Cancun. You feel me? Even though it ain't spring break. But let me know what you all think about this situation right here. This tragic story. This 5-year-old, this little angel who did not even have a chance to even start her own life out, being born into these parents. That's why I say, if you got good parents, and if you don't take nothing else from this video, please take this. If you got good parents, thank your parents, man. Thank your parents for loving you and taking care of you. Because guess what? From these stories that you hear I do and other people do, that like me, that ought to tell you something that, damn, what if my parents was like that? I could have grew up with a missing eye. I could have grew up with one arm broken or something, because these parents beat these children, you know what I'm saying, poke them in the eye, some shoot them, kill them. You feel me? So if you got good parents, thank them, love them, and appreciate them. And you ain't got to break it down why. While watching Know the Leg Show, Trey said, no, you ain't got to say nothing. Just think them out the bottom of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Just remember that. If you don't take nothing else away, because these kids deserve to have good parents, and it's sad to be born into this world already full of hell, then to go through all this hell in your life existence end at 5 years old. And here we, as old as we are, what if our life would have ended at 5 years old? You feel what I'm saying? What if we had to endure all that as a young kid? And I'm sure some of us had a hard life, but not nearby as hard as these stories right here. Let me know what you all think about this situation also. And if you know anybody that's abusing a child or neglecting a child, I'm talking about really abusing them and neglecting. I ain't talking about spanking their ass for they doing wrong or they acting up. That's different. You feel me? But it's different between spanking a child and beating a child. Now, I'm from the old school. I still believe in putting my hand on their ass. I ain't talking about fists. I'm talking about, discipline. Because if you don't discipline them, they going to discipline you. So, we're not talking about that. But if you know somebody that's abusing these children in any kind of way like that, I'm talking about flat out abuse, report their ass. Don't feel bad about it, because guess what? If you was that child, wouldn't you want somebody to help you? Wouldn't you want somebody to get you out that situation? I mean, come on, let's be for real. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And my prayers go out to this 5-year-old, even though she's not here no more. And I know, and it's sad to say, when these people die, I know they're in a better place. But it's heartbreaking to me sometimes, to do these stories and for these people to be blessed to have a child, and they just treat them like they ain't shit. You feel me? I don't understand it. I have no mercy for people like that. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with these ain't shit, ain't parents, because we all know somebody who at the borderline of ain't shit or already past that borderline of already not being shit. So if they pass the borderline of ain't being shit and they already not shit, talk to them or report their ass. And if they're getting to that level where they're not about shit, where they just some badass parents, talk to them. Like, man, look, you need to stop that. Or him or her, you need to stop that. Y'all stay blessed. Love them children, because you had them. You lay down and you think about all that when you was having sex. And when you was making them, you having a good old time then, so have a good old time raising them. I'm out.